John Boseak, this motherfucker. I first saw his interview with Software Underbelly, Mark. Like, how long ago was this? Probably like 6 or 5 months ago. I started watching this guy's YouTube channel. It was kind of like a rabbit hole thing, and I just kind of stumbled everywhere. And then I found this, like, out of nowhere. It was just recommended to me through YouTube when I was kind of on the web and I was looking at things. And I guess I was looking at some dark things. Kind of, I was in a dark mood that day, looking at prostitutes, drug dealers, and all that stuff, gang members. Maybe I'll search something about a gang member, but that's besides the point. Somehow I find my way to Mark from Software Underbelly. This guy, Mark from Software Underbelly, he does really, really good interviews and videos with people. Like, they're really, really fucking good. Like, I didn't watch the full hacker interview, but this one's also pretty good. I mean, as much as I know. Anyways, let's play John Boseak. Let's get our reaction to this video. John Boseak. I mean, the first thing you notice is the neck tattoos, right? That's the first thing you notice. Like, honestly, the face tats, I don't think they look too bad. Like, let's look him up real quick. Let's look up his tattoos. Like, I don't think I mean, he looks like a typical gang member kind of guy, but the tattoos don't really look too bad. Now, would I do some shit like that? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. But, oh, that's his brother, Christopher Boseak. That's crazy. Talks about living in the same trailer park as Eminem. What? No way. Bullshit. Bullshit. No way. That guy looks like the fucking Terminator, man. Like, for real. He fucking looks like the Terminator. Like, when you look at his face. All right, let's get into this interview real quick. Let's give you guys our reaction to this shit.
Boysville, Maxie's BTS, boot camp. I was there about 10 or 11 months out of every year I was incarcerated from about 13 until about 19.
You were in trouble.
What? Hold on, go back. What did he say? He said from 14 till what?
Or 11 months out of every year I was incarcerated.
11 months out of every year he was incarcerated. What the fuck? 11 months out of every year. No way. No fucking way. Do you know how long that is?
Incarcerated from about 13 until about 19.
You were in trouble.
6 years. 11. Oh my god, that's a lot of fucking time. How many months is that? Like 11 times 6? 66 months? Well, not really. I mean, there's 12 months in a year. 12 times 72, so yeah, I mean, it's 11 times 6. But to be honest,
11 months out of every year I was incarcerated from about 13 until about 19.
You were in trouble.
66 months, bro, in jail. Think about that for a second. Every single year you're in jail. 11 out of 12. So what is that, like 90%? Let's see. It's 88%. Yeah, it's 91%. Okay. So that's 90%. That's crazy. So this guy was locked up for 91% of his lifetime. From 14 till 9. That's 13 till 19, he says, but it's crazy.
I was, yeah. I was a troubled youth.
That's crazy.
Sure. Yeah. I started scanning.
I don't think they look bad per se. Like, I mean, I wouldn't do some shit like that, but I don't think they look bad per se, though, the tattoos. I think they look dope from a different perspective. I wouldn't do it, but I can tell, like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Real young as a kid with Photoshop, I would make I would print little like UPC labels so I could go and get like free food from like restaurants and shit in South Beach.
So he would do these little scams. So let me give you guys a little backstory on John Boseak for all of you guys out there that don't know this guy. He's basically a guy that grew up in a bad neighborhood, bad family, didn't have the best didn't have everything growing up. He was poor, disadvantaged, not privileged, underprivileged, and he was homeless from the age of what, 14, I believe. Early age, he was homeless, and then he would do these things to survive. But I don't know. I don't know how much I buy any of this stuff that he's telling us. But
The scam started early. You know, it was just a way for me to survive.
Yeah.
You were blending your artistic talent with your scamming
Yeah,
tendencies.
yeah. Wherever something had a weakness or could be exploited, I just took advantage because I was just.
But isn't it crazy how some people make tattoos their entire identity of who they are as a person? Like, it's kind of weird to me. I think it's interesting because, like, it's interesting to see the psyche of a person like this because they make their entire identity the fucking tattoos. Like, how can that be your entire identity? How can this be your entire fucking identity? I don't understand why you'd want to make that your entire identity. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that was before he had the face ones over here. Okay, cool. I don't know why you'd want to make this your entire identity. I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to think, why would you do this? But I don't know. I just don't get it. I mean, maybe it's a way for him to like kind of force himself to be self-employed, because when you have a job, you can't have a job and work for someone else and have these tattoos. Like, you're never gonna you're never gonna move up. They won't even hire you. Forget about getting a job. That's not gonna happen. You have these tats. A good job. Like, what's the definition of a good job? Well, a definition of a good job is like, you get paid a decent amount of money so you can live and you can buy whatever you want to a certain extent, obviously, but within reason. But just to be able to live comfortably and buy this just normal things that like average people can afford, being able to go on vacations and stuff like that, that's what you would consider a good job. But a guy like this with these tats, man, like, you can't get a job with an employer. And to be honest, getting a job and working a 9 to 5 is just not in the cards for me either, to be honest. I mean, he said it in the video. He did say it in the video, John Boseak. He was like, it's not in the cards for me. 9 to 5 job. That's just not for me. And I also feel the same way. I mean, I'm not a scammer, but I feel the same way about that. Like, I'd rather make my YouTube channel a success or create my own business and be my own boss than work for someone else, because you're never gonna be able to control your own destiny working for someone else. You can't. There's no way. There's just no way, man. You won't be able to control your destiny. You're gonna have to do whatever he tells you. If you don't do it, you're fired. You're done. It's over. And your employment is terminated like that. So it's interesting, man. It's interesting how these things play out, man. It is really interesting to see how these scammers do things. Like, it's really interesting. And I was checking out a few of these forums on Reddit. Like, these Reddit forums are pretty cool. Like, I am a scammer. That guy, man, like fucking did some stupid shit, some crazy shit, man. But to be honest, do I really believe that he's telling the truth? No, man, I don't. Because a lot of the times on Reddit, you see, the thing about Reddit is, I'm still live, okay. So you see, the thing about Reddit and all these people, there's really no way to like verify what they're saying. It's possible, but I don't believe him. He just wants to get attention. Bro, he benefits nothing from this, but he still wants the attention. So, that's what it is. People like attention. So he says, acai berries, eBay fake laptops. How would you even... Hold on, let me think about that for a second. How the fuck would you find the fake laptop? That's interesting. Work at home. That's not a scam. That's a scam. That's a scam. That's not a scam, is it? Hijacked credit cards, ID thievery, so he's stealing people's identity. Software piracy, okay, so hijacking people's laptops and trying to keylog and stuff like that. PayPal scams, okay, self-referrals, theft, fraud, forgery. So he's done everything that you can name in terms of being dishonest and a scumbag. I am an internet scammer. For the past 5 years, I have scammed innocent people from all around the world without moving from my apartment, making thousands over thousands of euros or dollars or whatever. I have been tracked and even almost caught a couple times. I just wanted to thank all of you. There are nights where I definitely don't feel great, and this is one of those nights. Your messages helped me feel better, getting that weight off my shoulders just for a while. Really helped me. You are a great community. Thank you. So he used the throwaway account. In case you guys don't know what's a throwaway account, it's basically you go to Reddit, you go to create account. Okay, can we get to Reddit, please? Can I log out or something? That's my username, guys, in case you guys want to know. But yeah, you just create a username and a password. And once you do that, you got to make sure you use something called a proxy or a VPN. When you're registering to make the Reddit account, you have to use a proxy or a VPN. Or you can go to a fucking your local library and log in there and use it. Obviously, you got to make sure you wear a mask because there's cameras. So really, it's it's tough, man. Being a scammer is not something that you want to do because you're always paranoid. Always, constantly, you have to be paranoid. You're always thinking, "Oh, is there someone there or here or there? Like someone coming to get me? Or did that guy in the grocery store look at me for too long? And oh, is that guy fucking following me when I'm driving my car?" Like constantly you're looking over your shoulder to see if someone's trying to scam you or not. Like you're thinking, oh my god, is this guy trying to fucking scam me right now? Or is that guy trying to scam me? Like you're constantly in your own mind thinking of thoughts and thinking, how can I try to avoid this situation? Or how can I get out of this? How can I scam this and this? You're constantly fucking people over, and you know, it kind of comes back to you. Karma hits you because you're feeling guilty and you can't sleep at night very well because you're thinking, oh, constantly, the police might fucking break down your door any moment and fucking arrest you and take you into jail. So you can't even sleep that well because you're constantly thinking, okay, fucking SWAT team might fucking break down my door because they have a search warrant. So you could make a little mistake. Like, for example, one day when you're scamming, you could use a faulty proxy or a VPN that's not really that secure. And then they can fucking find your IP address. I don't know if you guys know what an IP address is. But they can find your IP address. And then what happens after they find your IP address? Well, they find your IP address. That's your physical address. IP address. Your IP address is the physical address of your computer, of your laptop or whatever. If they can find your physical IP address, they know where you are. Literally where you are is a logical address of the computer and is used to uniquely locate computer connected via a network, like internet, like this. You see? See what I'm saying, guys? Like, they can track you. If you make one tiny error, one small mistake, and then you get caught. Just like that. It's not... I mean, you can do it. It's possible to scam, but I don't think you should do it. You should not do it. Don't do it. It's wrong. But I'm just kind of giving you guys an insight into how it works. It's a dark, dark world out there, guys. I mean, it's possible. I mean, you can do it, but then there's things that come with that. You make one tiny error and you're done, man. It's a wrap. The biggest scenario I'm thinking of right now is when I sold fake cameras on eBay. I won't buy them from China. But I don't think there's any fucking agency or organization like the police that have the time to fucking sift through fucking thousands of hours of footage and then fucking constantly follow you everywhere if you're doing a scam. That would only happen if you're a big scammer. You're stealing millions of dollars. Okay, then you're on the radar. That's how it works. That's how the real world works, guys. When I sold fake cameras on eBay, I would buy them from China at $20 and sell them $300, $400. I even got some positive feedback. So he would sell fucking cheap ass fucking cameras, $20 cheap cameras, and resell them for $300 to $400. No way. No fucking way, dude. He would just move from different account to account. Damn. As I had some negative feedback, he filed a chargeback before I shipped the item, which means fished. So the scammer got scammed. He got a taste of his own medicine, huh? Pretty interesting. When you are a scammer, you watch the news a lot. I saw this bitch with acai berries on Oprah and how she lost a gazillion pounds. I knew there was an opportunity. I bought a domain name and started selling in the coming weeks, and God, I was inundated. In case you guys don't know what a domain name is something that you use for a website so that you can host it on some type of you can just, what's a domain name? Well, it's something that you use. Yeah, exactly www. It's for hosting websites, basically. Exactly, it's for hosting websites. So I'm guessing like he made a website and started selling acai berries on there. Then the prices went down and I had to change my tactics. People expected to get the acai berries for $5. I did like every other acai berry seller. I overcharged their credit cards. The scam died when there were simply too many people scamming with it. How many people scammed with acai berries though? Like, well, there were scams, but hundreds of millions of dollars. They often use a free trial offer to scam. Wow, are you serious? That's insane. There's so many scams out there, man. A cheap farmer supplier in fucking China. Oh my god, that's crazy. eBay bans me all the time. They're about to ban every IP in my town. I use proxies, VPN. Yeah. That's how you hide your physical IP. The reason people use proxies is because if you don't use a proxy, they can kind of figure out the proxy and find out your actual IP address. Yeah, they can just do that, but it takes more time, more effort. New supplier, open Wi-Fi, cafe, cyber cafe. Yeah, cafe is probably the best, and you could find one with no cameras as well. That's the best because they will never be able to catch you if you do that. But this is all just educational advice. Like I'm not actually telling you guys to go out there and scam. I'm just saying if you wanted to find out how it could happen, then that's how it is. No, they don't really give a fuck. When you don't know what you do, PayPal and eBay are scams anyways. What? Student, I've always been a student, enjoying free grants and low interest rate loans, tax deductions, and a lot of free time. I use good old university scams in order not to go to one class cancelling at the last second. $100,000. Holy shit. That's crazy. And a cheat and I hate you. Penis. Okay, whatever. Let's do this one instead of read this one. Scammer. I make a lot of money by scamming people. If you ever wanted to ask a scammer questions, here's your chance. Be it means of scamming. I'm not giving proof or confirmation, of course. I know this is super greedy shark. I was wondering if you could teach him a lesson and hopefully get him to not shark. What? Fuck off. That's so annoying. My one and only question. What is this? Video unavailable. This was 10 years ago, so it's about The Office. Okay. How much have you made through scamming? A few thousands of... That's not even that much. A few $1,000s, that's it? I mean, if you're gonna scam and break the law, then you might as well do it for a big number. Why would you do it for $3,000? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you're risking your freedom for $3,000. You could just get a job and make $3,000. Like, I mean, it's interesting how these fucking scammers, like, they keep trying to justify everything. It's fucking disgusting. Like, can he be more exact and blah, 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 whatever. Thanks, you guys, for